Today, the Kia PBA playoffs kick off with a pair of superstar showdowns. Top seed Jason Belmonte seeks his first playoff championship. But in order for him to advance, he'll have to take down his best friend and 2020 playoffs winner, Bill O'Neill. And what about last season's playoff champion? Reigning PBA Player of the Year, Kyle Troop, squares off with the always dangerous Sean Rash. The Kia PBA playoffs start now on FS1. Lake Wales, Florida is home to the world-famous Kegel Training Center. This year hosted the opening rounds of the 2022 Kia PBA playoffs. What a field of bowlers for you. Our very own Sweet 16, the top 16 of the PBA points list for 2022. The left side of the bracket features the #1 ranked player in the world, Jason Belmonte, 4-time tour champ this year, Kyle Troop here to defend his title. On the right side, 2-time major champion this season, Anthony Simonson. EJ tacking a doubles title this year. There's Hall of Famer Tommy Jones as the 6th seed. Look at the matchups we've got for you. Best friend versus best friend, Belmo O'Neill and Sean Rash and Kyle Troop. What a matchup, 8 versus 9 seed. What a day of bowling coming for you here on FS1 from Lake Wales. Welcome, Dave Ryan, alongside the Hall of Famer, Randy Peterson, and this crowd is awesome.
Great.
What talent, 16 bowlers, Randy, one dream, a PBA Tour title, $100,000 on the line, but this is going to be a tough road to win this thing.
Yeah, I mean, it really is, and our opening matchup is awesome. I mean, Jason Belmonte, the #1 player on the planet, taking on his best friend and tour roommate in Bill O'Neill. But what a season this man is having in 2022. 4 wins, another major. He's made just over $250,000. I mean, the only thing he hasn't done is win this event.
Then you think about Bill O'Neill, who's won this event a couple years ago in suburban DC, but he barely snuck in, Randy, because Norm Duke lost USBC Masters final last week in Vegas. He's number 16.
Yeah, I think it was a great comment that he made about that tournament, the Masters. He said, I couldn't watch. I couldn't root against Norm Duke, couldn't watch. Extended play now for Bill O'Neill.
All right, so who's going to win this thing? Let's check out the odds to win at Fox Bet. Belmo is a huge favorite, -500, then Bill O'Neill, +350 against his best friend. And the two guys join lane level now by Kimberly Pressler.
The graphic up there, but it said that guy to the right of you is the heavy favorite to win today. But you've won this event before, and going against him on TV, you actually have come out the victor more times than he has. Shouldn't that make you the favorite to win today?
I mean, listen, he should be the favorite. He's the best bowler in the world. He's bowling unbelievable, but every time I come out here, I have supreme confidence in my ability, and no matter who I bowl, I think I can win.
And Belmo, what do you say about what he just said?
Yeah, no, I think he's got the right frame of mind. I mean, when you lace him up, if you think the other guy's going to win, then you might as well take your shoes off and just let him win the match. So I never expect Bill to go easy. He's always a phenomenal athlete, especially in these 1 or 2 game matches. He's really difficult to beat. So I'm going to be switched on and sharp, and I intend to be.
Well, I know these fans are ready to go and see you guys bowl, so we're not going to hold this up any longer. Good luck to you both.
Kimberly, thank you. Best buddy versus best buddy. Belmo front runner for a 7th Chris Schenkel PBA Player of the Year award this year.
The all-time PBA Majors King rolls out of Orange 10-pin bowl in Orange, New South Wales, Australia, Jason Belmonte.
Well, 2022, what a special season for this man. Listen to these numbers. 1st at the Players' Championship, 3rd at the U.S. Open, 1st in Kokomo, 1st at the Scorpion Championship, 3rd at the Shark Championship, and 1st at Lubbock. He is your front runner for Player of the Year honors once again.
What a season for Belmo. The bounce back from a subpar for him anyway, 2021. Playoffs history, well, semifinals, the best run so far for the best bowler on the planet. Good looking shot, 7-pin stance for Belmo as we begin the 2022 Kia PBA playoffs. Round of 16, it's a race to 2. If it's tied 1 game each, we will have a 9th, 10th frame roll-off.
Pretty unlucky with this one. solid 7 to start. And he's going to go with urethane early on. Oil pattern's a little tricky.
Got a 7 pin. Got his conversion.
Bowling out of AMF Bristol, Pike, and Croydon, Pennsylvania, the 2020 PBA Playoffs champion, Bill O'Neill.
And Bill O'Neill with 13 career titles and 2 majors. He's a shoo-in for the Hall of Fame someday. But talk about knowing how to make money in this event. He was runner-up in the inaugural playoffs in 2019, and then followed it up the very next year by winning the whole thing. Just a cool $150,000 he's made in the PBA playoffs.
That's all, just 150 grand. Playoffs history there, you see it. Runner-up to Chris Prather, Portland, Maine, 2019. A raucous house as the Shark took that one. Won it in Centerville, Virginia in 2020. KO'd in the quarterfinals last year. In Connecticut, Bill O'Neill, right lane, will help, cross deck. And a 10-pin down.
O'Neill using urethane as well, and this is a massive messenger to open up this match against his best friend and tour roommate. Wow.
The storylines are amazing with this first match. What a way to start the Kia PBA playoffs here in FS1. Best friend versus best friend. Belmo looking for player of the year. O'Neill barely snuck in as the 16th seed thanks to Norm Duke's loss to Simo last week in Vegas. Two future Hall of Famers head-to-head. Left lane.
Urethane to start. We're going to have to wait and see.
10-pin got that. Do you like the urethane choice early?
I don't like urethane. I think it destroys an oil pattern, but the players use it because it's very predictable, especially when they want to go straighter.
Format, as we talked about, you got to get to 2 wins. If we're tied after 2, we'll have a 9th, 10th frame roll-off, which can be incredibly exciting. Right lane for Belmo. Looking for help somehow. The 4-pin stands.
See that drift to the left? Gets his hips out of the way for that 2-handed delivery.
Four-pin got that, been on the road a long time. Landed in the United States back on January 11th. He'll head home on April 15th after a brief stop at the Storm headquarters in Utah.
Couldn't imagine being away from home for that long. There's his arsenal. He's going to the pitch black.
See plenty of international players in the PBA playoffs this year. Jesper Svensson, Don Barrett. Guys have been overseas for a long time, 3 months. Belmo blast through that rack. Crushes the 1-3 pocket. Down they go.
That rev rate approaching 540. Just inside second arrow. Full rack attack right there.
Man, what a career. Bounce back complete in 2022. O'Neill right lane. Oh yeah, that's a great shot. Sure, he said it was this week. He feels a little lucky to be in. Didn't want to root against Norm Duke, of course, from Vegas last week at the Masters final. Who would? It's just tough to watch, you know. So we didn't watch. Arsenal for the real deal.
Purple hammer for Bill. The 16 seed, left lane. Nice
Nice. Trick 10 pin. We'll take a look at today's Brunswick oil pattern, the Don Carter 39-footer.
Yeah, and you can see early on what the players are doing. Or these two players anyway, they're going real straight with the urethane right around that second arrow mark. And I look for them to break the lanes down and then go to reactive resin later, move in and throw it to that same spot down lane.
Belmo has one word for this year. It's boom. He's had a great season. 7 pin there for Jason. But his message to us, Randy, look, I've never won this thing. Not many tournaments, events you can describe Belmo's Hall of Fame career lacking something. This is something he's never won, and it's driving him this week.
This thing's tough to win. Especially when you're leaving solid 7s every other shot.
Let's go back to Kimberly.
Guys, you just mentioned how tough it is being on tour, but being from another country and not being able to go home adds a whole nother layer of stress. Jason Belmonte hasn't seen his family since January 11th and described being away as brutal, but a necessary sacrifice to provide for them. But when I asked him about being able to finally go home and see them after 4 months of being on the road, he simply said, "I have never been more excited to go home."
Can you imagine that, Kimberly? And we all got families, right? It was just 3 full months, and the pressure of being the top-ranked player in the world. He has delivered a Player of the Year level season, no doubt about that.
I mean, being away from your family for that long is one thing. Being in a foreign country for that long is another, right?
And he's got young kids, too. It's just tough. Looking for his second strike of the match. That's a better shot. Well, 7 pin stands, and he's scratching his head right now, Randy.
Yeah, so am I. 3 7 pins in 5 frames. It's ridiculous.
Bad breaks or adjustments needed?
Bad breaks.
All right, a clinic on the single pin spare conversion for Belmo. But O'Neill a chance to step up here for a 22 pin lead. And the turkey in the 5th. Beat Anthony Simonson, Centerville, Virginia in 2020 to win it all. Lots of experience in this fantastic event. Winner or go home, that's it. Wow. Man, we're seeing some tough breaks. Another wing and 10 pin there for Billy.
Players haven't missed the pocket yet, and we have 3 strikes total? 4. Another good shot here by Bill O'Neill. Wanted that one, working on a double. He could have really put pressure on Jason.
Cross lane, there's a 10 pin, got his mark.
See this number here? Oh, it just went away with 95% tour average. And those stats are brought to us by our good friends at Lane Talk. For more information, visit lanetalk.com.
Last year in Connecticut, beat Jacob Buttriff in the playoffs and lost to Francois Lavoie in a roll-off in Connecticut. Wants to get back to the championship, win it all again. There's 10 pin. Hey, a strike. No single pin standing. We're underway. Kia PBA playoffs. Lake Wales, Florida, Kegel Training Center. What could be better? 1 versus 16. Belmo O'Neill. Well, we spoke about Belmo and Jasper Svensson, Don Barrett coming from overseas. Long way. North Korea. I don't know. I think that's just sort of in jest. That's okay.
I'm going to let you handle that one.
So at the commercial break, let's see how these great bowlers respond. Down 11, works on the spare. Opening the Kia PBA playoffs. Right lane for Belmo. Yeah, that's the adjustment. And he tattoos the 1-3 pocket, all 10 back.
Well, he got 7 out.
Finally.
Watch. There's that two-handed release, and there's the revolutions, the oil ring on the bowling ball. Now watch the 7-pin all the way to the left. Tried to stand up again.
Belmo came into this season, he said to us, working as hard as he ever had to be as sharp as possible. I'd say the hard work paid off. Belmo, yeah. Oh, baby. Left lane success.
A strike track powered by Kia is telling us that he moved 3 boards left after the commercial break. What a great adjustment. Remember how close he was to second arrow, and now that one's approaching the 14th board and getting close to that 3rd arrow.
These fans are fantastic today. Back to the real deal. Go up by 11. Yeah, he's locked in now. Expands a lead on his best friend. Heading into the 8th frame. USFL is coming, starting on Saturday. Kicks off with an historic inaugural game as the New Jersey Generals take on the Birmingham Stallions. 7:30 Eastern on Fox at NBC. The USFL is back. Can't wait.
Great unis.
Give me football anytime. Anytime. I'll take some great bowling too. We've got it. O'Neal trying for the turkey. Go up by 21. Yeah. Trip 10 pin. Down it goes.
Great shot again by Bill O'Neal. Neither player has missed the pocket in this opening game. Remember, it is the race to 2 games, and if they split, we'll have a 9th and 10th frame roll-off.
Which is incredibly exciting. So in game 1, bowlers are learning about these conditions. It's all about getting to 2. Eighth frame, looks for the turkey, cut it to 11. Now these greats are catching fire. It's so unique, Randy, have the chance to play a second game on TV, or maybe a third.
Yep. Just imagine if the players had a little bit more carry. Belmo got, if he could have gotten the 7-pin out and O'Neal carries a couple of 10 pins, it would be a strike fest.
6 straight between them. Turkey each. This to cut it to 1 for the 4-bagger. Foundation frame for Belmo. How about 4 straight? Yep. All right, boom. Belmo's word to describe his season. And he's booming his way through the 1-3 pocket right now.
Well, look at the max scores right here. O'Neal can shut out Belmonte with a strike here in the 9th and 2 in the 10th frame.
Go by 11 again. All right. Strike streak continues for each. Bill told us this week he really felt like he's had a good season. Hasn't bowled badly. Just doesn't have the wins to represent his year. On Timely shot here and there, he said to us, has led to no victories, but solid to be sure. Here he is. Looking for the first and a 10. On fire.
Wow. What a great opening game here. One more for O'Neal, and he's going to take game one.
We've got a Pabst six-pack alert. If the real deal strikes here, he'll win $1,000. Sponsored by Pabst Blue Ribbon of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Please remember to drink responsibly. Not what he wanted.
Oh, shot's terrible. Come on.
5-8 lead.
You dummy.
Off his hand poorly, goes light, leaves the 5-8. And with a spare, Belmonte would need all three to win by one.
Which he does. So no six-pack there, no win for Bill. Now he's got to sit and watch his best friend step up with a chance. Got to finish it up. Strikeout here, wins game one. Anything less, it goes to Bill. Look at that. Looks for the first. Oh! What happened with a 7-pin?
4 7-pins.
Bell will have the 4-bagger reading of that 10th frame. Now he's thinking about game 2. Looking ahead.
Yeah, he's going to look at a different ball here, too. Oh. My goodness.
Game 1 race to 2, Randy, is in the books. It goes to Bill O'Neal. The real deal takes game 1. 16th seed barely made this event because Norm Duke lost the Masters final. Anthony Simonson. Now he's got a 1-game-to-none lead on Belmo. What a way to start our live coverage of the Kia PBA playoffs. Lake Wells, Florida. Dave, Randy, Kimberly with you. Our entire crew watching Belmo head-to-head with O'Neal. Match 1, packed house. Crowd is raucous today. And the real deal wins game 1. 20-pin victory for Bill O'Neal. And Bell needed to step up and strike out in the 10th. Game 2. Starts now. It's a race to 2. O'Neal. Nice.
Picking right back up where he left off game 1, and all of a sudden the #1 player in the world is facing elimination. He's going to go with the reactive resin ball and move in.
Big change, Belmont. Game 2 starts off successfully with a strike on the right lane.
Well, he switched to a high road nano, and that ball just went through the pins like a locomotive. Oh. Might have to replace some pins after this show here at the Kegel Training Center. He's staying with the urethane ball on the left lane.
Just waiting for that fella to sit down.
You like that, Randy?
I don't know. I'll let you know after this game. I know he likes it.
It's a great event. 148 combined titles, 34 majors, 14 of which belong to this guy. All-time record holder, major championships, Belmo, left lane, okay. Looking good.
No 7-pin.
Four of those in game one.
I don't know if he really liked this. I mean, I think the execution was what he wanted, but I'm not sure the ball reaction was.
Best finish for Bill. Fourth place Players Championship. That's off the mark. Look out below. 210 split for O'Neal.
Yeah, he got it just a little bit farther right than he wanted to, and there's lanes are slick out in that part of the lane. He's going to try to cut this 2-pin over into the 10. Seems like we see that so very often with the patterns where the outside part of the lane is slicker than the middle part.
Just over 15%. Made on tour. O'Neal can't complete the feat. 10-pin stands. And Belmo sees a lead balloon at 22 pins on the bench. Good buddies, doubles champs together. Roth Holman, PBA Tour title in 2018. Talked about that today. All right, left lane looked pretty good.
Boy, I thought that was kind of in the same location that he threw on the right lane, and that one got back.
What a year. 14th major, PBA Player Championship, Euless, Texas, Storm Cup, the Scorpion Championship, 9th career World Series of Bowling Tour title. That's something. The Storm Cup as well, Lubbock, Texas. It's been a fantastic Belmo bounce back in 2022. All right, there goes a 10-pin late. As the PBA playoffs underway, this will eventually, when we get to the champion, count as a PBA Tour title.
He's going to take another re-rack, but there's got to be splinters in the back part of that lane in the pin deck. I mean, just so much violence going through those pins. So remember when I said I'm not sure he liked the ball reaction the last time he was on the left lane? He's actually going to use the same ball on the left lane he's using on the right lane.
Interesting. That's just fascinating to me. That's a left lane, and wow. Looked like late ball reaction, just getting up that 1-3 pocket to knock them all down. And what a start for Belmo here in game two. Perfection. Front four.
Well, not only is it a ball change, but you have to make an adjustment with feet and target as well. It's not just as simple as just grabbing another bowling ball.
Huge lead here for Belmo, game two. O'Neal looking good. A 2-10 split when your opponent has a perfect game going. Just to cut into that lead. Definition of ringing 10-pin.
I love his tweets about the 76ers.
Joel Embiid for MVP. I'm sure he's rooting hard.
Wanted that one. That would have got him a little closer, but Belmonte right now, perfect through 4. Look out.
No, I missed it. Yep. That spells huge trouble in this game. Just had a chance to cut it to 22 to make things interesting. Now it's 45-pin lead for Belmo in game two, so yeah, it's not halfway through yet, but both bowlers probably looking forward to the now distinct possibility of a 9th, 10th frame roll-off. Looks for the front 5, the nickel, Belmo, oh yeah, he's locked in. 5 up, 5 down.
They got that one in, and it held line, and that's because of the urethane bowling balls going down the lane and dragging oil towards the head pin.
All right, Randy. Ready?
Oh, yeah.
Six-pack
wait,
alert.
Wait.
Go ahead. Perfect. He strikes here. He wins $1,500, sponsored by Pabst Blue Ribbon of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Please remember to drink responsibly. Looks for the front 6. 7-pin.
What is going on?
Come on. And the 6-pack alert for the next bowler moves up to $2,000.
5 7-pins in a game and a half? I wonder if he's ever done that before.
That's a great question. I'll have to look that one up.
That is crazy. Somebody dropped something. Probably a cell phone.
All right, reloads, has a 7-pin. And maintains a nice lead here in game 2. It's a race to 2. The winner moves on.
Jason Belmonte in firm control of game 2. Looks like we're going to be heading to a 9th and 10th frame roll-off.
Well, I'm sure Belmont won't be able to give up a little equipment for you. I mean, just love the fan interaction. Kyle Troop we saw just to our right here, Randy, in our booth signing autographs with fans. Nothing quite like the PBA Tour and the fan relationship. This place is just packed today.
Hey, Dave.
Wales.
Dave?
Yeah.
I want to know what kind of dog can eat a bowling ball. I mean, that's not the kind of dog you
Oh,
want to go to and
big
pet.
dog. We have a golden doodle, pretty big. Can't eat a bowling ball. Eats socks constantly.
I don't want to know that guy's dog.
All right, game 2. It's been all Belmo. O'Neal does get the trip 7-pin.
Well, ball change for O'Neal. He went to a resin ball, trying to find out what kind it is. There's so many out there. But he did exactly what Belmo did to start this game. He's gone to more hook, moved into the center part of the lane, and there it is, command. I think it's a command solid.
Question answered. O'Neal, okay. Let's go back to Kimberly Presley.
Thanks, Dave. Well, Randy mentioned at the top of the show that Bill couldn't watch last week's telecast because he refused to root against Norm Duke, who he's looked up to his whole career. But instead, he spent the day with his family at home, where his 4-year-old daughter, Avery, kept him occupied by painting his nails. I asked what color she chose, and he smiled big and said pink and purple on every other finger because she is working on patterns at school.
All right. Great shot there, Kimberly, from Belmo right lane. And it's so interesting, Randy, that he just couldn't watch because he's friends with Norm Duke. Obviously, fellow great bowler, didn't want to root openly against Norm, didn't want to see what was happening on Twitter.
Yeah.
He just did family time instead.
I mean, Bill O'Neal is a classy guy. There's no way he's going to sit there and watch and root against Norm. I mean, I was getting text messages from so many players. One that really stuck with me was E.J. Tackett. He sent me a text saying, I don't think I've ever been this nervous watching a telecast.
Wow. That says a lot from each. Belmo still locked in. Still looking good here in game 2. He's up by 54 pins.
These guys may not miss again, which would then make this show run real heavy.
O'Neal won game 1, 247-227. If we have the 1-1 tie, certainly pointed that direction. We have a 9th, 10th frame roll-off to begin the 2022 Kia PBA playoffs. Wow, what a start. Right lane for the real deal. Yep. Definitely locked into the 1-3 pocket now. And thinking ahead to the roll-off. We'll go right to it, no break. Bill O'Neill has an 8-2 career record in this event. That's the most wins in PBA playoffs history. Impressive. A runner-up and championship in that resume. His foundation frame. 10-pin.
Yeah, they're going to strike a lot. Well, remember game 1, Jason Belmonte was using urethane. He goes to reactive resin. I want to show you the difference. Remember, I said not only do you just change bowling balls, but you have to move your feet and your target. So a good 10 boards at the laydown and 5 boards at the arrows.
Strike track, powered by Kia. Belmo tries for another and gets another.
Oh my gosh.
Every which way.
What was that? Like the pins got slapped silly. They didn't know which direction to fall in.
They just knew they had to fall, Randy.
I mean, what? It's so crazy.
Belmo ringing 10-pin.
Yeah, I got that one a little farther right, and he came around the corner pretty hard and left that corner pin.
He's wrapped up game 2. As we expected, we're at the 9th, 10th frame roll-off. This will be incredibly exciting to begin the Kia PBA playoffs. What a start. Winner moves on to the round of 8. Loser goes home.
I mean, these guys are just killing it right now. I mean, you hate to see somebody lose this match.
Yeah, it sort of feels like Simo and Normie last week.
I mean, yeah, that was what an incredible title match that was.
So Belmo's wrapped this one up. 9th, 10th frame roll-off on the way here from Lake Wales. Belmo has qualified for the PBA playoffs all 4 years. Opted not to compete last year, as we talked about with COVID and back in Australia and birth of a child. So he sat out. Just an experiment ball there for O'Neill late.
That was a miss. Big miss right. He knows it's not going to get back from there. Outside part of the lane, slicker than an otter's pocket. I know how much you liked that last week, so I thought I'd break it out again.
I appreciate you doing that again.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Defending champ Kyle Troop will be up against Sean Rash next match here to begin the Kia PBA playoffs on FS1. 2 live shows back-to-back today. What a start. So we're going to wrap up game 2. And then the roll-off, which will be next. Winner moves on, loser is done. Ninth, 10th frame roll-off. The higher seed will choose the order, which of course is Belmo.
Rule is 1-1 tie must be broken by a 9th and 10th frame roll-off. Bill O'Neill will start.
So if tied, we'll have the 1-ball roll-off. You can see the max score. This is it in our first match. Wow, what a way to start. Get the bracket out. Who moves on? Let's find out here. Best friends roll off to open the PBA playoffs. O'Neal gets us started perfectly.
Well, this is looking like first one that misses loses. Interesting that Jason chose to finish on the left lane. Last time he was up on the left lane, he left that ring in 10. Remember in the 10th frame? He was perfect on the right lane. Interesting.
What happens here and now? Belmo! Oh! Little late.
Take that, you filthy animal! Check this out.
Love that movie. Oh, 9-pin. 9-pin! Get down. Down you go. That was huge. Big late hit on the 9-pin.
Well, this is the biggie right here. If he doesn't strike on this ball, O'Neal can first strike in the 10th frame and send Belmonte home.
So Belmo needs it, and Belmo gets it. That's what you do when you're the top-ranked player on the planet. You deliver.
Now please take a re-rack.
Re-rack here for Belmonte.
See those kick plates, those finale kick plates on the side of the pit? And that's what creates so much tremendous pin action here at the Kegel Training Center.
Well, Belmoto says he loves bowling here. Figured there will be some high scores. Loves the conditions that you talked about earlier. Perfect for the best bowlers in the world.
Uh-oh.
Whoa.
Damn it. Damn it.
2-8 lead.
First errant shot of the day for Jason Belmonte.
You knew what a critical miss that was.
Well, if he converts, it's strike 9 spare for Bill O'Neal.
Converts the 2-8 double wood. Now it's up to Bill O'Neal to try to knock out his best friend. Strike 9 spare. Got to have it to knock off the top-ranked player in the world. O'Neal gets it, delivers 60 feet to success. Bill O'Neal tattoos the 1-3 pocket. What a shot.
Well, there's not a lot of players that have had Belmonte's number over the years, but Bill O'Neal has. Perfect. 9 spares, all he needs.
spare. O'Neal. How about 10? How about a win? Bill O'Neal in a roll-off. Beats Belmo. The satisfying moment of the match, sponsored by Snickers. Nothing satisfies like a Snickers. How sweet it is. The top seed is done. Bill O'Neal barely was able to squeak into the playoffs. It came down to Duke Simonson last week. Simo won the Masters. O'Neal is in, and now he knocks off top-seeded Jason Belmonte. That's right. Randy, get out your bracket. Wow. Let's fill in the first match. Roll off. Wow. Hey, that was fun.
What a great match.
Let's go to Kimberly.
Well, that was pretty amazing to watch. But, Bill, can we just talk about the first match? You left an opening. Jason was not able to capitalize that, but he was able to force this roll-off with the second match win. But, my goodness, you stepped up when you needed to. Walk us through that roll-off.
Yeah, so I'll go back a little bit. I missed the 10-pin in the middle of the last game, and I was already thinking about changing balls, and I wasn't focused on the spare, and it showed. And I knew I needed to change balls because I knew that he was going to start striking a lot, and I was preparing for the roll-off, and you know, once he left the door open for me, I just knew I knew what I had to do, and you know, I'm glad the 10-pin fell there because I didn't want to have to shoot it again to win.
Well, it worked out for you. Congratulations on advancing to the top 8.
Yeah, thank you.
A matchup of best friends, future Hall of Famers. It goes to the real deal. Bill O'Neal is through to the quarters. Rash, Troop. Another couple future Hall of Fame bowlers head-to-head. Troop won this event last year in Connecticut. Rash, always a threat. Anywhere, anytime. Our 2022 Kia PBA playoff coverage continues right here on FS1 2 Eastern. Round of 16 action rolls on right here from the Kegel Training Center in Lake Wales, Florida. Wow, look at the matchups. We've got Barrett, Hanrahan, Prather, and Miller. Don Barrett, of course, a major champion this year, as was Chris Prather winning the World Championship. Pro with the flow. Oh, yeah, our defending champ, Kyle Troop, is here ready to rock head-to-head with a future Hall of Famer, Sean Rash. Troop, the 9 seed. Sean Rash, the 8 seed, Randy. This is going to be great to watch in front of this great crowd.
Yeah.
Speaking of amazing bowling, match 1 today, fantastic for Bill O'Neal.
Yeah, I mean, they broke the lanes down perfectly. I think we're going to see some big scores in our upcoming match.
All right, so how do you best preview match number 2 today?
They're going to strike a lot.
Okay.
And, I mean, it's, you know, the player that figures out a way to get his ball to go through the pins the right way to get the pin carry is going to win.
Can't wait to watch it. Going to be fun. Kimberly Pressler is joined by our 2 bowlers. First, though, let's talk about the odds. Break it down here. Provided by Fox Bet. We're all even, Randy. -110 for each in our round of 16 matchup. Now Kimberly is ready with the bowlers.
I sure am. Thanks, Dave. So, Sean, let's start with you because you've had a pretty successful season so far, but then you were out for a few events because you had a back injury. Why don't you give us an update on that?
Yeah, it's just part of sports, right? The Nationals for Augusta National Masters this weekend with golf, and you think about what Tiger Woods is going through, and hopefully I don't have that much pain coming up. But like he said in all of his press conferences, I'm here because of my team. That's why I'm here.
Are you in pain today?
I don't know, Kyle, aren't you in pain too? I mean, we're always in pain. We're athletes. They don't understand how hard it is to travel around the country in a short time frame, in a car, in a plane, lugging bowling balls, and trying to support our family. This is for the word, but it's tough out here on all of us, whether you're 20 or 40. I'll pay that fine too, but it's going to be a great match.
I'm going to let you get back to practicing. He's ready to go. So, Kyle, you are the reigning player of the year, but you said that you actually had struggled a bit this season. So why don't you just elaborate a little bit on that, because you did make the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, Kimberly, it's been definitely a little bit of a physical game struggle for me compared to last year. Just not really feeling quite as sharp. The good thing with that is, you know, I've been able to grow mentally even stronger than I already was last year, dealing with the struggles. But, you know, I got plenty of confidence. I'm the defending champion here, and I'm ready to get a title this season.
And you have some practice shots to throw as well, so I'll let you get back at it.
Thank you.
Top troops ready. Sean Rash is ready. emotional, eventful interview with Sean there. Head to PBA.com. Check out the PBA Pro Bowling video game. The game features top PBA pros, real equipment, authentic oil patterns, more than 100 tournaments, and online play. Now available for the Nintendo Switch, PS4, Xbox One, and your PC. O'Neal knocks off Pilmo. Now match 2. Defending champ Kyle Troup head-to-head with Sean Rash.
He bowls out of Parkside Lanes in Aurora, Illinois, the 2011-12 PBA Player of the Year, Sean Rash.
Well, Sean Rash is a future Hall of Famer with 17 wins and 2 major titles to his credit. Coming off of a back injury, looking to get back into the winner's circle, but he'll have to take down the defending champ to do it.
I don't care how it happened, but it just did! Yeah!
What a career. Very emotional in the interview with Kimberly pre-match today. He's been through a lot this year with a back injury. Playoff history for Sean Rash. Not top 16 a year ago. 8-9 seed matchup. Always great in the NCAA tournament. Should be fantastic here today. Left lane for Rash, crossing over almost a Brooklyn strike lead 6-pin.
Sean Rash going with a Zen to start. As you saw his arsenal. And wasn't the shot I expected to see going Brooklyn.
Rolling out of Penn Station in Newton, North Carolina, the defending PBA Playoffs champion, Kyle Troup.
And what a season Kyle had last year. Led the PBA Tour in earnings with just under $500,000, the most ever in a single season.
Y'all want to finish your move? I got you! Double pick, baby!
Pick it out, pick it out. Oh, man,
Not just one, but 2.
Double pick.
Yeah. It gets serious when it's double pick.
Won all last year in Connecticut, quarters in 2020, early ouster in 2019 in Maine.
Oh boy.
Trip 10-pin. A huge Lakers fan like you are, Randy. Always there's the Laker colors. Big Kobe Bryant tribute.
Oh man, you just sit back and enjoy the show.
He's so fun to
when
watch.
Kyle's on.
He's so fun to watch. Not been the season he wanted. As you see his arsenal to follow up Player of the Year. But still, top 16, still here, and one of the best in the world.
Six-pin just zaps the 10 right out, and a nice early double for Kyle.
Right lane for Sean Rash. Well, shot ringing 10-pin for Sean. And in our chat with him this week, RP, as we see the pins, he talked about how much pain he's in. You've bowled through so much physical discomfort in your great career. What's that like?
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, I've had 4 knee surgeries, 3 on my left, 1 on my right. You know, it's hard enough to beat the greatest players in the world when you're healthy, let alone when you're not. And I think backs are especially tough because, well, first of all, anytime you hurt your back, you know, it's hard to breathe, and let alone throw a 15 or 16 pound bowling ball.
There's Sean's arsenal. His third frame. All right, help across the deck. Little messenger love.
The Kegel carry.
Takes out the 10-pin. Honorary pick.
Shot's pretty high and tight. I don't think there's a whole lot there to pick out. Which reminds me, I need a haircut.
You mentioned that earlier. I think you look good, man.
Yeah,
I
no,
like the length right now.
Too much gray.
All right.
You got to cut that out.
Here's Kyle coming off an interesting trip to get here, to say the least. Go ahead, Kimberly.
Well, what's the test of a good friendship, guys? Well, it's a road trip, and Kyle and Jesper must be great friends because they survived a 3-day, 2,183-mile drive cross-country from Las Vegas last weekend to Taylorsville, North Carolina, where Kyle lives. I asked them, what did you do all that time? And Jesper said, Kyle talked about bowling, and I talked about everything but bowling. And if you guys are wondering about the tunes, they played everything from Swedish rap and Kyle's favorite karaoke song, the Humpty Dance.
Oh, Kimberly, love that story. Here's Kyle Troop, and the 10! Timber! Down it goes. That trip, RP, 38 hours. They are, as they say, truly brothers, and that's a testament.
I remember those times.
Oh, come on, 10! Double guns. Rash trying to bounce back and wants the same help, and not this time.
Something getting in the way here, I think. That 6-pin was trying. Look out. All right, he's good.
L3-5 disc issues. MRIs had to skip Lubbock and Colorado event. Won by Belmo and Dom Barrett. Your frame sponsored by Pabst. And please drink responsibly. Troop, nice lead. About midway point, game 1, race to 2. And a trip 10 for Sean Rash.
Had to throw a harder ball.
Yeah, I think he just changed balls to a UFO alert. Kyle Troop using a phase 4. And he's perfect through 4.
PBR beer frame. Looking to stay perfect, looking for the nickel, yeah! Great pin action. 10 late, down it goes. Front 5, Kyle Troop. Following the PBR beer frame. Now with the Pabst 6-pack alert. If Kyle Troop strikes here, he wins $2,000. Sponsored by Pabst Lubricant of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Please remember to drink responsibly. All right. Can I get the sound effect again, or are we gonna wait?
I'm gonna wait.
Gonna wait.
I'm gonna wait till he gets the 6th strike, and then I'm gonna do it.
Shoulders back.
Self-talk, visualizing what he wants to do as he goes through the approach. Said keep his shoulders back.
How about a 6-pack, Kyle Troop? Yeah! Okay! 2,000 bucks.
I'll buy a few 6-packs.
Love it. Wow, what a start for Troop here. Game 1, race to 2. Front 6, Kyle Troop off to an amazing start here.
Well, I told you there's going to be big scores in this match.
Always having fun. What's better than watching Kyle Troup on TV? Watching him bowl a perfect game, that'd be a little better, right?
Yeah, that'd be okay.
This guy's got a couple of perfect games on TV. Sean Rash trying to bounce back from a tough start, looking for help cross deck, but the 10-pin will stand. 2022 Kia PBA playoffs underway here.
Remember when we were at the desk and I said the player that can figure out the right way to get the ball through the pins? Sean hasn't figured that out yet.
The good news, race to 2. You got a second game, make a lot of adjustments. We saw Belmo with a huge bounce back game 2 against O'Neal, but the roll-off goes to the real deal. He advances to the round of 8, the quarterfinals. Jason Belmonte's run for a first ever PBA playoffs title is over. Race to 2, that's what they're trying to get here. That's crossing over Brooklyn style.
Big pull left, crosses over for Brooklyn. Kyle Troup is just kind of cruising right now. He's got a great look and great ball reaction.
First major, what a start to 2021 for KT. Looks for the front, 7. Yeah.
You know, he's been so close so many times this season, and it's been frustrating for Kyle, and he admitted he hasn't been as sharp. He's pretty sharp right now.
He told us this week that the year has been a struggle, or maybe he amended that, a bit of a struggle. I mean, 9th in points is still outstanding, but nothing like 2021. Where he ran away with Player of the Year for the first time in his career. Looking for the front 8s. Come on! Oh. Was that messenger to the 10-pin? Where was it?
Looked like it went behind it.
Darn it. Great start, though.
Oh, it got interrupted. Head pin collided with another pin.
Well, he told us despite not winning, he feels mentally stronger than he did even last year, which is a statement about where he is with his game.
Another ball change for Sean Rash.
Thinking about game 2. Good shot. All right, I've never asked you this question before. What is the breakdown, in your opinion, percentage-wise, mental and physical game in the sport of bowling? What's the percent?
You have to have a high percentage of both. I mean, obviously you have to be physically talented, but if you don't have the mental to go with it, you're not going to beat anybody. I would say if I had my choice, I'd want more mental than physical.
Great answer. Good shot. And that kind of goes back to where Kyle is with his game. He still feels as mentally strong as ever. And that also shows you how great the bowling is out here on tour, Randy, that Kyle and Sean have not won.
Yep. Nice ball change. It's better ball reaction. It's actually going around it a little bit more, creating some more motion.
Right lane, Troup, looking good. How does Sean look in terms of his back injury to you today?
I think he looks fine.
Yeah. It's a big topic of our conversation with Sean Rash this week. Right now, the fans are having a blast. Oh, he's great.
This is the numbers that you want to concern yourself with.
6 pins to wrap up game 1. Gonna get 10. Gets the game 1 victory in the race to 2. 1 game to none. Kyle Troup.
He's going to experiment, look at another ball, but game 1 goes to Kyle Troup.
Well, he said to us this week, physically his game has been there all season. As he experiments a bit, his first game been wrapped up. And he's been wondering why he hasn't won this year. If everything's in place, maybe he'll put it all together. Lake Wales and Jupiter in this year's long grind of the Kia PBA playoffs.
I wonder what's going through Sean's head right now. He has to figure out a way to strike when his ball hits the pocket. He left 4 10 pins in game 1. He's got to figure something out.
All Troup, game 1, race to 2. O'Neill has already won to open up the 2022 Kia PBA playoffs. Now it's Rash, Troup, game 2 on the way. Who takes it? Stay with us to find out. Gonna try that, but it sure looks like fun. I'm in admiration, believe me. The fans packing the Kegel Training Center. Miller time. Yeah, Brad Miller is going to compete in the top 16. Right now, Kyle Troup had a convincing game 1 win, 266-218. Had the front 7, struck 9 times, and has the lead.
Yeah, but all good.
Race to 2. If Rash can rally, win game 2, we'll have a 9th, 10th frame roll off. Yes, the back is always getting some work. Sean Rash has battled back injuries all year. The pro with a throw starts game 2. Cross it over.
Whoa.
Oh, now. Next stop, Williamsburg. Brooklyn strike. A section of Brooklyn, by the way. I've got Flatbush next. Lined up.
All right.
Came close. Euless lost to Belmo for a major.
Nice looking shot here by Sean Rash on the right lane. And looks like he's committed to that bowling ball he's going to use there, which is a Rubicon UC2.
All right, one good shot here.
Left lane for Sean. Come on, looking for help on the 10 pin. Will not get it.
Another 10 pin for Rash.
Oh, geez, thanks for moving the light.
Sean was distracted there. Something happened down lane.
Suspect the light shut off as soon as I let it go. Oh well. Can't blame them. You let it go.
Dangerous moment there for Rash, as it really can't give Kyle Troup, who's been so locked in, any room. Great career, Team USA as well for Kyle Troup.
That's the way you take advantage of an opening and a Brooklyn. Good looking shot here by Kyle. I was trying to figure out what happened on that left lane with Sean because the strike track doesn't have lights.
Kyle looking to stay locked in, get some help, oh yeah. Oh, baby. Messenger again for the 10-pin.
This is a good one. Dirtier than a gas station bathroom right there.
He knows where the camera is. He always knows. Rash, a good bounce back off the open frame. Did he say torpedo, like a torpedo?
Torpedo, yeah. I think so.
Like
Every off hit. Try to catch a hit.
icing, stretching, visiting the chiropractor. It's a regular part of Sean's life now. 39 years old, still trying to make some noise out here. 2-pin.
He's had a great career. 17 wins, 2 majors. I mean,
no doubt about it. Amazing.
One shot, changed the whole game.
Lamenting the open.
No specto light there.
No, it's not It's not specto. It's clutch.
I got distracted by something down lane there. Maybe with a scoreboard.
All right, now I'm being told it's the scoreboard, not clutch either. So I'm not sure. I can't see it.
Kyle had the front 7 game 1, first 3 here. Stay perfect, front 4. Uh-oh, crossing over. Oh! Brooklyn,
He turned his
as
back.
promised. Next up, Flatbush.
Turned his back on it, waited for the crowd to erupt. Look at this.
Oh, man, the 9-pin.
Wow. And if you're Sean Rash, you got to be just sick to your stomach. Like, I can't carry an off hit. This guy goes Brooklyn twice.
'15 first career title for the great Kyle Troops. He's got 8 now.
What is that noise?
Staying perfect, trip 10-pin. Got the nickel, 5 up, 5 down.
Perfect. Right after the Brooklyn on the right lane.
Struck on 14 of 16 frames. Rash just trying to hang on for dear life, but a huge hole here midway through game 2, and you can tell by the body language he knows it.
300, 267. 850 at me the last 3 games on TV. On the playoffs. Cool.
Sports app. Back to Rash. There's the strike.
Another ball change for Sean Rash, but is it too little, too late? He trails by 42. Troop perfect through 5.
Fantastic bowler. That is Kyle Troop right now. Look at that, the front 5. Looking for perfection today. 42-pin lead, game 2. Already leads 1 game to none in the race to 2. Looking for possibly the 33rd all-time 300 game on TV. Not had one this year.
Oh, you had to go there?
Yes, I have. Yes, we got to talk history.
Here comes the announcer's jinx.
Out of the commercial break. Let's see. Yep. Half a dozen. 6 up, 6 down. Halfway home.
Ship taking another re-rack. Late kick on the 10.
He's had multiple priceless reactions there. It was so fun to watch.
First 7 in game 1. First 6 in game 2. He's already got his PBR 6-pack award.
Looks for the front 7, left lane. No, 2-8 double wood.
Oh, my hands are sweaty as all get out. Come on, pal.
Didn't like that one. Bat off his hand. The ball actually rolled out right before it got to the head pin. But look at the big lead there. Just cover the 2-8 and move on.
Kyle was a victim of Sam Cooley last year in Milford, Connecticut at the Kia PBA playoffs, 300 game, 31st all time.
Oh no.
Okay. 8-pin stands, open frame.
Just when it looked like it was going to be a slaughter, a little light for Sean Rash.
So the turkey here to cut it to 28.
Man, I get applauded for balking now.
All right, try to stay in this one. Okay, trip 10-pin. Following the distraction. Clawing for life in game 2 in the race to 2.
Big shot coming up here for Sean to have any chance. I think he has to strike here.
All right.
Eighth frame, 4-bagger. Rash delivers.
Well, now it looks like he's struggling a bit with his back, but he still has a chance. Now it's up to Kyle Troop to put him away.
Or whatever.
Eight for Kyle.
Wow.
Delivers.
Some of the best pit action you'll see anywhere right here at the Kegel Training Center.
Foundation frame time to go up by 28 pins. Comes through. Troop There it is.
He liked that one as soon as it left his hand. Watch this pose.
Right, Rash didn't like that off the hand. That's why.
It was fun while it lasted.
10. Wash out.
Should have waited.
Troop is all but guaranteed to advance.
All but over now.
Shoots one lefty, and that goes into the channel. So this one's history. Tough finish for Sean Rash, who is battling so many injury issues this year. Emotional start of the day. Interview with Kimberly.
All because of one spare.
Distraction. Beginning of game 2. Frame going to haunt Sean Rash here. And Kyle Troop's going to join Bill O'Neill in the round of 8. Solid season, to be sure, as Sean told us this week.
Yep.
Anytime you're in the top 16, that means a lot. Well, Kyle Troop, who loves to perform in front of this packed house at the Kegel Training Center, is going to move on. Shot of the game, sponsored by Guaranteed Rate. If you believe it, you can do it. Guaranteed Rate. Believe you will. Troop comes through. Oh, baby.
Man.
That's some nasty messenger across lane for the 10.
Sure was.
Woo, baby. And a big win for Kyle Troop. He's going to roll here. Easily over Sean Rash. Front 7-9 strikes game 1. Flirting with a 300. Front 6 game 2.
1 round down, 3 to go.
Shout out to Guppy Troop, legendary and also entertaining and colorful bowler, his dad. Real deal, Bill O'Neill is through. Knocked off top seed Jason Belmonte. Kyle Troop 2-0 sweep over Sean Rash to make the quarterfinals. Back to Kimberly Pressler.
Kyle, I love the fact that you were over here hyping up this crowd. What does it mean to walk away with this win with this amazing crowd behind you?
It means everything. Kimberly, I knew that I was going to get one more chance on TV this year. My terrible performance at the beginning of the year. I never thought I'd be dancing on TV, but I made some really good shots today. Had a physical trigger that really kicked in well. And I love the crowd here in Kegel. I'm ready for the next round. I hope you guys are too.
Well, let's talk about the fact that you actually said that you were struggling a bit at the top of the show, but we did not see that at all today because you dominated in both of these games. What changed for you?
It was just a little physical game trigger. I found something right before the show. Me and Sean Ryan were talking, just keep my shoulders back a little bit more, and it got me in a better position at the line. I was able to get my hand under it and put on a show for the great fans here at Kegel.
You absolutely put on a show for these fans out here. But before we go, can you pick it out one more time for these fans?
Anything for you, Kimberly. Pick it out.
Congratulations, you're one step closer to defending your title.
Wow. What a finish, and what fun to watch Kyle Troop compete. The showmanship, Randy, is such a big part of who he is. The great bowling, maybe a bigger part. This is an outstanding talent who wants nothing more than to defend his title.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a struggle in 2022, but Kyle's worked through it. He's working real hard. You heard him say he's gotten stronger mentally, and now he just needs some good mojo to go his way, and he's going to get right back into that, feeling that same way he felt last season. He just pulled back-to-back 266 games, and I mean, he is pretty convincing.
flirting with 300, not once but twice today. Fun to watch. Convincing a good word. All right, so Bill O'Neill knocks off Belmont to begin the day.
Right.
Surprise to you?
I mean, he has a winning record against Jason Belmonte.
4-2 now on TV.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. You know, Belmonte had his chance. He could have put him away in game 1 with 3 strikes in the 10th, didn't do it. And then he could have won the roll-off by striking out, or at least forcing O'Neill to do the same, and didn't do it, and made the one bad shot, and it cost him.
One thing the great Jason Belmonte has never done is win this event. The Kia PBA playoffs coming up next at FS1. Also streaming on the Fox Sports app. Some great action is coming your way. Packy Hanrahan, Tom Barrett, Chris Prather takes on Brad Miller, who has not won yet on the PBA Tour. Came close in Vegas at the Masters last week with a 3rd place finish. So coming up here at FS1, our 2022 Kia PBA playoff coverage continues.